Water.
Earth.
Fire.
Air.
For the longest time, the four nations have lived together in harmony. Under the wise leadership of Avatar Roku, the world has experienced an era of peace and prosperity unlike any other. But with the recent death of Avatar Roku after his volcanic island erupted, members of all four nations feel the winds and tides of change. With the search for the new Avatar only just beginning, the world seems poised on the brink of conflict. But without the Avatar, who will save the world?
My name is Bree, also known as PrettiPixel, and I am playing Shurva, a warrior from the Fire Nation.
I'm Andrew, also go by Lucifer. I'm playing Firebender that goes by Mako Bao.
Hello, I'm Ali, and I'm playing Oki, a waterbender from the Northern Water Tribe.
I'm Brandon, and I'm Rung-Bolo, an earthbender from the Earth Nation.
Hey, I'm Dave, and my character is Al, the airbender from the Air Nomads.
And I'm Owen, the dungeon master of this ragtag group of members of all four nations. Hello, and welcome back, everybody. How have you been? Thank you to those of you who joined us for our Dungeons & Dragons stream, the Tyranny of Dragons last night, for an epic session. Tonight we are playing Avatar Legends, and oh boy, is it a spicy episode ahead. We are still joined by our lovely guest character, Akilah, played by the lovely aquatic Archie, who's looking behind him for some reason. Archie, thank you for coming and joining us once more.
Anytime.
And Archie, what are you doing this weekend?
I don't know. I might be able to do something Sunday night.
Done. I'll keep you posted.
Because Monday's a public holiday.
Oh, for some of for the Victorians.
For literally everyone else but Queensland, yes.
Yeah. Oh, is it literally every other state but Queensland?
Every other state but Queensland.
Oh, come on, man. Why'd you got to do me like that? Come on. That's not fair. All right, well then I'll just go to work and cry on Monday. I think that sounds like a plan, hey? All right, well then Sunday night. Let's do something Sunday night.
Forest?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I won't be able to sleep and I'll be too tired. Perfect. So we are going to be doing some Avatar Legends tonight. So I will do a quick recap. One other quick shout out. For those of you who are watching the podcast, you wouldn't have noticed too much different tonight with the introduction. Very slight differences, but for those of you who are unaware, I've re-recorded part of the introduction, and I have finally, I know I've been saying I was going to do this for ages and ages. I have finally fixed up the character art and the splash screen so that you get to actually see your character art displayed as we do the introductions for each of the characters. So I'm sorry that took me so long. I'm just sorry. I've got no excuse. I can't just talk my way out of this one. I'm very sorry. I done goofed, but I fixed it now. So it's a reason to go check out the YouTubes. Now we don't have any stories for tonight. We had a story for last night. We don't have any RPG stories for tonight. So remember, if you are enjoying the stream or if you're watching on YouTube or podcast, come and chuck us a comment telling us a story of your time in an RPG. Doesn't even have to be Avatar Legends. Can be Dungeons & Dragons, can be Pathfinder, Edge of the Empire, Powered by the Apocalypse, whatever you want. Just share a story and I will share it live on stream within reason. It has to be semi-safe for work, please. Otherwise, I will edit it down as I speak. But no, that is all from me. Any other news or updates from anybody else? No. We've got a
very temperamental. We're probably going to be in and out.
That's okay. Yeah, no, I totally get it. We have a recommendation from Ali. Ali, for those of you who are watching the stream, will notice that she's got a really cool background. Ali, how did you get that background?
I have been going on a very cool AI art creation sort of prompt program called Wombo Dream. I think it's called Wombo Dream, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
WOMBO, I think.
It's like Dream by Wombo or something.
Oh yeah, wombo.art. So 10 out of 10, can recommend. It makes some really, really cool stuff. So if anyone's looking for cool random ass backgrounds or anything, yeah.
It's
not sponsored, just
really just cool. Just really cool. Yeah, it's an AI-powered art creation tool. So you type in a prompt, give it an art style, and it will generate images for you. We did a couple of test ones just for fun. We created some really cool stuff, including the new official artwork of the Lost Archives, the building the Lost Archives, which I will chuck up on Twitter because I really like it. It's really cool. And then what else we tried to do? We tried to do Avatar the Last Airbender, and we got like some cool buildings and things like that. But I wanted to generate character art, but I don't think it does that. It's mostly for landscapes, isn't it? From the looks of things, yeah. All right.
It doesn't do characters too well.
No.
Locations and vibes, totally.
Definitely vibes, absolutely. Well, I better do a little bit of a recap, get us back up and running into the story. So, our story has been following Shurva and Mako of the Fire Nation, Rung of the Earth Kingdom, Oki of the Water Tribe, and Aal of the Air Nomads. The children of important ambassadors of each of the 4 nations, they had been attending a historic summit at the Beifong Estate. With the recent death of Avatar Roku, following the destruction of his volcanic island, omens of war and conflict seem numerous. The team have arrived in the Northern Water Tribe, and Oki's training to understand and appease the spirits has begun. With the older seer Fanart currently training the new male seer Akilah, Oki and Akilah are now learning together. The first lesson, however, met with some issues, as a dark spirit attacked the two while they were beginning their lessons. Despite Oki and Akilah's efforts to calm the spirits, Mako decided to attack back, forcing Shurva to as well in defense of Mako. In the aftermath of the attack, the group decided to investigate the North Pole, a combination of Aal's curiosity and Akilah's advice, driving them forwards. After arriving at the forest located around the spirit portal, sealed under a dome of energy, the group spread out to look around. While Mako and Shurva investigated the nearby lake and Rung and Aal hung out near the sled, Oki and Akilah approached the sealed portal. Suddenly, a voice spoke to Akilah from the portal, asking him to complete the ritual and free it from the spirit world. When Oki refused, Akilah began to commence a strange form of bending, seemingly taking control of Oki's body and forcing her to complete the ritual anyway. We left off last session as the form of the dark spirit the group had previously faced climbed through the large gash rift appearing in the portal. So we are jumping straight back into encounter. The way that encounters work in Avatar Legends, you might remember, is that each of you selects an approach and then we resolve the approaches as a team. So my first question, let's go with Aal first. Aal, what is your approach?
So I was trying to read the rules
Yes.
Earlier today. Can I do a basic move such as
Yes.
And when would they go in the pecking order of when it gets resolved?
So the basic moves kind of fall under some of the approaches, so you can kind of treat them a little bit like one of the approaches, which is how I kind of imagine it as well. That's my interpretation of it anyway. So what you can do is essentially choose an approach, and then whichever approach matches that role, that basic move falls underneath it. So for example, let me just pull open the... let me just pull open the section on fighting. Bear with me, I was trying to find it. I had it just open before, and now I've lost it. Well, that seems really stupid.
No. With the hard one.
Just looking for the actual, like the combat one. I can't find it. I literally just had it and I've lost it. Immediately I've lost it. Where are we? It's not under techniques. It is.
What are you looking for? Sorry.
The
basic moves.
No, the breakdown of combat. Here we go. Found it. Combat exchanges. Sorry, I just had a little stupid session. So the way that the basic moves kind of fall in is, I imagine that where they fit in. So whichever role they are based on. So for example, if you are doing a defend and maneuver, you're rolling with focus. So therefore, any of the basic moves that are also rolled with focus fall in the defend and maneuver. Okay. Any of the moves that roll with passion would be advance and attack, and any that are creativity or harmony fall into evade and observe. That's kind of how I interpret it.
Okay. So last session, I believe I tested the balance.
Yes.
And got the reply of you're after power. So I'm gonna assess the situation, please.
Assess the situation? Absolutely. Let's do Rung next. Rung, what would you like to do?
So I'm by the wall, I think, from last time.
Yes.
Would I be able to get up to our boy to try and stop him, bending all the blood out of Oki?
You can definitely, that kind of sounds like an advance and attack if you're running up to try and intercede. That kind of would fall under advance and attack, I think.
Yeah, we're gonna advance an attack. I'm coming after him.
Alrighty, advance and attack. Akilah.
That's my name. I'm gonna defend?
Yep, defend and maneuver. So if you want to try and like protect yourself or try and act defensively, defend and maneuver works. If you're trying to complete this ritual and if you're just focused on that, that's also a defend and maneuver roll. That's a focus roll. So if you want to keep the bloodbending active and try and focus, continue to make Oki complete, then absolutely that would be defend and maneuver. Oki.
Probably attack.
Yep, advanced attack, try and shake off, absolutely. Mako.
Yes, shake off.
Makabao.
Yes, that would be me. I have had time to think about this, and
a whole week.
Didn't forget about it. You know what? It's never failed me before, so why will it fail me now?
No.
Bible. He's making a wish.
No. I'm going
Nice.
to. Do I have any? Yes, I'm going to. Wait, where's it called? I can't remember. Like, it's the one that I did last time where I
Defend and maneuver, advance and attack, or evade and observe. They're the three options, and then the move falls under.
I think it's advance and attack. I can't quite remember. It's my special move.
Oh,
Okay.
don't do that again.
Yes, I'm doing that again.
He's doing it again. Alrighty, and finally,
stand
sorry.
and fight. That's it.
And finally, Shurva.
I'm pretty sure last time I seized a position,
You did.
and I feel like that's just what I'm gonna have to do again.
Okay, absolutely. So in this, now that you've sort of run up and gained that that ground, you can kind of now use it in a way to potentially interpose yourself between Akilah and Oki, potentially try and provide a bit of a almost distraction in a way, trying to get in a position where you can help Oki. That would definitely fall under a Caesar position. If you're trying to help Oki and shake off Akilah's influence, I'd say that falls under Caesar position as well. If that's what you're thinking about doing.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. Could I please have everybody roll with their various required rolls? So for defend and maneuver, you're rolling with focus. For advance and attack, you're rolling with passion. And for evade and observe, you're rolling with creativity or harmony. Your choice.
So I just roll what my move says, yeah?
Yes, that's exactly right. Passion.
At work this time.
Hey. How come I can't see your rolls coming through? Oh, I can now. Okay, there we go. I've got them. I can see them. We've got for Oki, we've got a miss. For Rung, we've got a miss. For Al, we've got a 10. Akilah, a 9. Mako, an 11. Shurva, a 9. So for Rung and Oki, unfortunately, guys, as you try and rush in, so for Rung, you're advancing and attacking. Oki, you were seizing a position.
Attacking.
Advancing and attacking as well. So both of you, as you go to advance and attack, you are unable to get through this ice wall that Oki that you actually created, and the way that you're sort of being controlled and moved around, you're still not able to fight off this influence. You are kind of stuck in place by this bloodbending. And Rung, I think as you sort of go to earthbend, the earth's beneath the snow. As you try and pull it up, you're finding that the snow on top is much heavier than you anticipated, and it's much harder to get that ground that you needed to fling the snow. So we'll resolve our defender maneuvers. So Akilah, that's a 9. You can definitely continue doing your bloodbending if you wished, or do another defender maneuver.
Yes, that's all I want to do.
Alrighty. You guys watch as Akilah and Oki continue moving around, now having almost completed one full circuit. They have now moved halfway around the circle. So yeah, they have 2 successful moves. So yeah, they've moved halfway around the circle. You watch as they continue to do these spiraling movements. The crack in the portal barrier begins widening even more, and you watch as that spiral pattern that appeared on the ground below Akilah disappears, and tendrils of this spiraling blue, this dark blue, almost like a deep ocean blue, begin pulling their way through, testing the edges of the crack and pushing their way out. You hear a voice emanating from inside. Yes, Akilah, just a little more. And then the power you have requested will be yours. Who else did defend and maneuver? It's just Akilah, I think. Oh no, Bree. Yeah, Pixel. You were doing defend and maneuver. Shurva, you got I think it was a 9, wasn't it? Yep, so you can pick a move as well.
I'm just trying to see if what I want to do can be done under this.
It's always a good start if what you want to do can be done.
So, what I want to do, like, Caesar's position is to like engage with a new foe or a person.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So what I want to do is to basically run in front of Akilah and try to prevent him from moving more.
Yeah.
So
to get
basically
in the
putting
way.
myself in the way of their little circle they're walking in.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. As you run in and push yourself in the way, preventing Akilah's movement around the edge of this circle, Akilah, you sort of find yourself having to pause your movement around. You're going to have to do something about Shurva in the way, this Fire Nation soldier with this wicked-looking whip, standing in the way, sort of aggressively blocking your pathway forwards. To continue doing this ritual, you're going to need to push through. Next up are our... It is. Next up, our advance and attacks. Unfortunately, Oki and Rung are unable to proceed. However, Mako, is yours an advance and attack style? What's your roll with?
It's a passion.
Passion. So that falls under advance and attack. Yep.
Cool.
So if it's rolling with passion,
I provoke the spirit fox.
Okay. Absolutely. How do you provoke it? Talk me through.
I
just be myself.
Ready for another barbecue, I see, and then I just like get the little like light up my hands, and I like just sort of get ready to like. It looks like I'm about to throw them at him. Like throw little like fire, little bolts of fire at him.
Mako, you get the feeling that this was unnecessary. The fox, this burning fox, originally you saw it was very sort of a dark purplish color. Now its fur is burning with these ghostly spectral flames, and the snow around its clawed feet is melting where it stands. It only has eyes for Mako. They are not looking anywhere else. It is locked onto Mako, and every movement Mako makes, this growl emanates from its throat deep within its chest as it watches Mako hungrily.
Cool. And because I got the 10 plus, I removed 2 fatigue.
Yep. Very nicely done. Alrighty, and our evade and observes. I think, Al, you were doing an evade and observe, weren't you?
Yeah, assess the situation, creativity, so that counts.
Yes.
So I guess looking around, I rolled 10, so that means I get 2 questions.
You pick 2, right? Yeah, so you could, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it means in this case you can, so you can do 2 basic moves, I believe is what that means. If you're doing one of them as an assess the situation, you can also do another basic move. You can also do another combat move too.
Okay, but then would it have to be has to be the evade and maneuver or creativity roll?
Has to be within evade and maneuver. Oh, actually, well, no. Any of your basic moves that fall under creativity, you can also do. Absolutely.
Okay. Yep. Yep. So any
possibly not how this was designed, but how I'm ruling it.
home house rules.
Home house rules.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess first I'll do an assess the situation. So I'll roll again then. Is that the case?
Yeah. So you'll roll again for assess the situation because that's the basic move you're doing.
Yep. Assess. Al can be surprisingly analytical when he wants to be.
Yes, he can.
It is a 9, so only 1 question.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll is a bit further back. You can see the whole situation. He sees people jumping in. He sees what seems to be some sort of control over Oki, and I guess he's trying to figure out what is the best. What does this ritual require? So like he's trying to figure out, do they need to be within that? Because they're in the middle of the room in a circle.
Yep.
I assume markings and all that.
So
are the markings...
They're moving around this portal. You can see there's this dome of energy, this ball of energy half embedded in the snow surrounding this glowing light. They are moving in a circle around it, constantly performing these movements with their hands, pulling the snow into water forms that is then piercing through the energy or striking the energy in these rhythmic patterns. You get the sense they need to be close enough and they need to be creating these harmonies in sync. It's the harmonies between the strikes that you think is what's disrupting the.
And there's nothing external to that. It is just them. There's nothing in the room that's like.
No. So you guys are outside. You're in the middle of the North Pole. There's a petrified woodland forest around you, and some non-petrified trees as well. There's a lake that's melted. It's warmer here. Being so close to the spirit portal, things are warm. They are temperate. It doesn't feel like the North Pole. But no, there's no markings on the floor. There's no like ritual circle. It's just this central dome of force surrounding this concentration of energy that is the spirit portal.
Okay, then. I guess for my second action, I'd like to call someone out. And I would like to call Akilah out.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll think about what Akilah says, and he's hearing the voice of Yaavu, which, one, sounds sinister, and two, is saying how he wants order. Akilah, you want power to protect people, but it seems like you might be letting something even stronger in the world that won't protect your people. In fact, I think it's a danger to your people. The spirits can't necessarily be trusted.
So when you call someone out, Al, do you want to take us through what it says? Otherwise, I'm happy to.
There's an entire page.
Okay.
Briefly,
I can do the brief if you like.
Yep.
Yeah, I can do the brief one if you like. So when you call
I
someone
still
out,
have the roll as well.
yeah, exactly. When you call someone out, you're basically Al's going to shift his balance away from center, and then he's going to roll with his principal. And if Al is successful, with a full success, so 10 and above, Akilah, you have to do what he says, or you have to mark a condition.
Okay.
Alternatively, can he deny a call out, which is an action?
Yes, he can also spend, but he can't because we're in exchange, so he actually can't do that right now because he's already done his action. So that was a wise move. I've switched to slightly more like optimistic style music in case we've suddenly got our Akilah redemption arc. Alrighty, Al, would you like to? Which direction are you moving your balance? And
yeah, does it matter? Do I get to choose or?
Yeah, you choose. You choose.
Okay.
Well, actually, let's think it through logically. So, are you moving towards loyalty or confidence? Oh man,
confidence.
do you know what? I'd say either. Your pick.
Yep. Al is feeling a bit confident. He did pretty well against the sea serpent, so.
Yep. Moving towards
I just
confidence.
roll a flat roll, is it?
So in that case, you're making a roll against your balance. So it is a roll with your principal. So I'll just quickly pull open how to do that because we haven't actually done one of these before.
We're exploring new mechanics.
I know. Oh, so excited.
So excited. I love rules. I do love rules.
Well, that's great. I'm really happy. Give me 2 seconds. I'll just
I'm
pull
happy. I get to play rules.
Yeah. Let me just pull out the roll with principal. It is. Give me a moment. Be under the basic moves. Here we go.
Maybe it's the plus and minus that's my balance.
I think it's the plus and minus exactly. Yeah. So yeah, it is. It's the plus and minus. I literally, as you said that, I literally just found it. So yeah. So roll the 2d6 and then you get to add 1.
If I went to confidence, do I -1? Is that how it works?
No. So you're getting the +1 from confidence. Your loyalty rolls have a -1 from now on.
Oh,
if that makes
sense. How do we determine which one's which?
So the one that's on the top is the top one has the top.
Oh, sorry. How do we decide which one's a loyalty roll or a confidence roll?
I do.
Okay. Cool.
Unlimited power. So
okay.
This is a confidence roll.
Roll with a +1. I don't know how to do that, so I'll roll with a 0, and then there's a +1 here.
Yep, that works too.
Maths. And that is a 9.
9. Okay, so on a 9, Akilah, you have some more options available to you. So as Al calls this out, Al, do you want to take us through like a little bit of like? I know you've already kind of gone through what you say. Is there anything else you say to help assist with that, or is it just what you've said already?
Akilah, please, this doesn't feel right.
Yep, done. So on a 7 to 9, Akilah, you can challenge. You basically get to challenge his worldview back. So you kind of like you hear what he's saying, but also you're not fully convinced yet.
You're nervous.
What was that? Sorry.
Reverse. Al joins Akilah.
You're right. We should sacrifice Mako.
Huh, that does make sense.
Yeah.
Monkey has to be proud.
So you basically, you're not 100% convinced yet. Like, you're hearing what he's saying. You're not opposed to it, but it's not convinced you yet that what he's saying is the best pathway forwards. So you still have to mark a condition. Unless you want to go with what he says. So it's actually up to you. So you can choose to go along with what he says, or you can mark a condition. But because it was a 7 to 9, so it was a partial hit, you either mark a fatigue, or Akilah, you can shift his balance in a direction as well. You could shift it back to balance, or you could shift it further down a different pathway if you wanted.
Wait, I can shift his?
You can shift his balance. Yep, exactly.
I don't know what that means.
So in this case, so what we'll do is we'll decide what action takes based on how Akilah responds to this. So Akilah, you can choose to be convinced by this if you want.
I'm not going to be convinced.
Not convinced yet. Okay. No, all good. No, it's all good. So Akilah's not convinced.
The children.
So Akilah, in that case, then, because you're not convinced, I think in this case, what makes the most sense is if you kind of call out to Al, because his balance is between loyalty and confidence. Shifting him back is you being like, I've made a promise. Like, I have to stick with it. I can't just betray the oaths I've made.
I wanted to call him out about spirits.
Go for it. No, call him out about spirits, please. Go nuts.
Because you said spirits can't be trusted. Yeah.
He said not all spirits can be trusted.
Not all spirits can be trusted. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to say back, like, but aren't spirits the reason that you have your abilities? Aren't spirits what the air temple teach you and like you learn about? Is that not who you have grown up to like pray to?
Do I reply, or do I? That's like the exchange.
I mean, I'm more than happy for you to reply, absolutely, but it's not going to change what happens next. But yeah, you can reply. Go for it.
But there are good spirits and there are bad spirits. We don't know which one this Yaavu is.
Only one way to find out.
Is there only one way?
I'm pretty sure there's just one way.
Yeah, in your mind, Akilah, there is only one way. All right, so your balance has been shifted back towards loyalty. That was perfect. Akilah basically was calling you out, being like, well, no, you should be loyal to your people and what you've been taught. Why are you like, that was awesome. Actually, you did exactly the right thing to push him back towards his center. So yeah, you have this moment of confidence against, like, I fought the serpent off. I've gone against what the air temple have taught me. I can do this on my own. And Akilah literally is like, no, you can't. You're like, maybe I can't.
They were right.
Yeah.
Do I mark does anyone mark a fatigue?
No.
Or
so
condition?
no one, nope, because what's happened is you've gone to call him out, so he has decided not to do it. So Akilah's going to mark a condition. So Akilah, you can pick which condition you want to mark. I think, so the options are afraid, angry, foolish, guilty, or insecure. It's up to you which one you want to mark. The ones I think that are appropriate here,
Angry.
possibly insecure, angry? Okay, done. You can mark angry.
Yep.
Alrighty, and then Al, you've had your balance shifted, so you don't mark fatigue. They've shifted your balance instead. All right, awesome. That was a great exchange. The fox spirit is evading and observing. You watch as the fox spirit, as you guys are sort of like looking at getting all this done, the fox spirit rushes forwards, spins around, and takes a bit of a look back at the rest of the group before spinning its tail and flicking up snow. Mako, the snow flies towards you, cutting across your vision, and for a few moments you find it very hard to kind of see what you're trying to do as it's taking the hinder action. So the way this works for you, Mako, you are afflicted with a status. Mako, the status you are inflicted with is impaired. You are slowed or off balance. Mark 1 fatigue or take a -2 to all physical actions.
I'll take a -2.
Okay, all physical actions, we will remember that.
Is that for like just one round, or is that until
for the next exchange, for the next
That's fine. Yep,
for the
that's
next
fine.
round. Yep. Alrighty, we're back up to the top. I'll pick an approach.
Can you give me a moment and come back to me, please?
Fuck off. Yeah, of course I can. Yeah.
I give
Okie.
everything I had to that last exchange.
Say fox
Okie.
off.
I burped while I was saying
He's probably going
fuck
to try and attack again.
Advanced attack, room. I see in chat someone wants Akilah to win. If they had enough channel points, they could probably summon another spirit to help them.
No.
Right.
No.
What
Actually-
I'm gonna see if I can fling out one of those petrified logs at him. Yeah, it's gonna be. That'd be advanced attack.
Advanced attack.
Oh, could I break actually? Could I break down that ice wall?
You can absolutely try and break down that ice wall. I'd say that'd probably fall under a advance and attack. Actually,
There's the Yeah, I was thinking
there's the one that affects the terrain as well.
Yeah.
That is
Smash.
Smash. Yeah, that's a smash. So still advanced and attack, but yeah, you can do a smash. I've redeemed summon monster and Bree can. Yeah, you can just desummon it. That's fine. Never mind. I spent my own channel points to summon a monster, and then Bree's used hers to desummon it. Shroopy. Oh, Shroopy's doing disadvantage. Oh, Shroopy, who's getting disadvantage? Type it in the chat. Who gets disadvantage? And remember, it can also be me. It can be any one of the players and also the dungeon master. And you tell me specifically when you want to use it.
Give it to Mako.
All right. So who would not? So Rung's doing advanced attack. Oki's doing advanced attack. Andrew. Akilah, you've been given a disadvantage on your next roll.
That's fine.
So that's for Avatar Legends, that's if you don't roll twice and take the lowest, it's a -2 to your roll, same as the help action.
And aid's only a +1.
Yep. Oh yeah, you're right. It probably should be just a -1. You're right. If help's only a +1. No, only people who aren't playing in the chat can spend their channel points.
Yeah.
What an affirmation of your relationship with Shruti, Bree. Oh,
I rolled like a good roll. I'm like, I rolled and then it was like, wait, you can give disadvantage. I'm like looking at my roll, like, don't do it.
For podcast
Don't
listeners,
do
the
it.
chat are spending points left, right, and center on advantages, disadvantages.
I'm going to defend and
defend a maneuver.
respond. Yeah.
Alrighty, awesome. Shurva.
Advance and attack.
Advance and attack. Akilah. Now remember, you can't do the ritual while Shurva is still
in front
blocking.
of me. I need to talk with Shurva.
Okay. When you say talk, do you mean talk or do you mean talk?
Talk.
Do you mean talk?
No, just normal talk.
Just normal talk. Okay. In that case, then talking's a free action, so you can still pick an approach.
What would like a basic move?
You can do a basic move. Are you thinking like trying to like call out Shurva and make her question her loyalties?
I was more so thinking like trick or plead.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So in that case, then, trick is a creativity roll. So in that case, then it's going to be an evade and observe.
Okay.
Plead is a creativity roll as well. Harmony. So that's also going to be, both of these are evade and observe.
Okay, cool. That's what I'm doing then.
Evade and observe. All right. That's everyone. Let's do our. Oh, sorry. Oh, yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
You just sent me away last time, so I just figured.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't get a turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know what this would go off under. Maybe it's skills and training.
Okay.
But if I wanted to like use airbending to in a way move Oki, would that be a skills and training?
Ooh. Very good question. I'm going to say that would actually be a bolster. If you're trying to get Oki out of the way, that would fall under bolster, which is an evade and observe action.
Okay,
So that's where you're aiding a nearby character, so you can use your skills and training to apply a status effect to one particular character.
So just to be clear, I'm trying to push her out so she's not.
Exactly. Yeah. So you're aiding her. You're getting her out of the way. This is. I definitely say this falls under bolster. You're bolstering her to help her. Fantastic. Alrighty. Our defend and maneuvers. I don't think anyone was defending and maneuvering, were they? Oh, Mako was. Sorry, Mako. Yes.
Was that? That was
No one important though.
I just saw your chat, Archie. Spending channel points on the challenge, let Akilah live. Unfortunately, challenge mode is only for gaming streams that I do.
It's focus, yeah.
Yes, it is focus. No refunds. No, I'll refund. I'll refund.
I could give myself a refund. That's fine.
Cool.
Mods.
I'm just gonna block.
Block. Okay, absolutely. Could you please roll for me with focus? Oh, you've done it. Yep, that's a success. You can block. Absolutely. So when you do
A strike. Yes.
What was that? Sorry.
I think you have to. I'm blocking a strike.
So in this case, block kind of falls. So it's changed a little bit with the new
okay.
book. No, that's okay. It's okay. So basically, it falls under the retaliate. So when you retaliate, you make your opponent struggle, tiring them out with return strikes or forcing them to hit harder to breach your defenses. So it's the same thing. It's just rather than just being a block where you stop what they're doing, you kind of inflict fatigue on them when they do other things or try and do other things. I think that kind of fits into what Mako's doing. Awesome. Advance and attack. Oki, Rung, Shurva. Were you advancing? No, you were evade and observe, weren't you? No, you advance and attack. Yeah, Oki, Rung, and Shurva. Could I please have your roll with passion?
I rolled early.
You rolled early. What did you roll early?
10.
10.
That's why I was scared when I heard about the disadvantage. I'm like, no.
Alrighty, so Rung, you get to pick 2, buddy. Let's do you first.
All right, sweet. So I'm gonna first call out to my boy Mako.
Yep.
Like, this wall's in the way. Ugh. If you're gonna fire at something again, fire it at him. And I point over towards Archie. Oh wait, was that
Akilah is the
Akilah,
character.
sorry.
Archie's the human being who we love and treasure and cherish for coming on the show and joining us as a cast member.
Him as well, don't worry.
They're blending together. So over at Akilah.
Archie's the creepy one who has the puppets and like. Oh wait.
So coming behind him just slides it shut. All these puppets.
Leslie, quick, put him away.
You think Leslie exists? It's actually just a puppet.
Wait, what?
I mean, it's not true. It's not true.
If I smashed that, and then would it be possible to like smash it, like do like a mad like kick, like kick it, but as I kick it, like some Matrix things happen, and I just like jump towards him to seize the position. So
so you can do two advanced and attack moves. So that would be things like a strike, pressure, or a smash, or any of your basic moves that also roll with passion.
Oh, sorry, I forget that the thing is changed there.
It's changed a little bit. Yes.
Yep. I'll just go up, I'll break that down, then go strike him. Throw a log or something at him. So
with the smash, mark of fatigue to destroy or destabilize something in the environment. In this case, it's the wall. As you run up Rung, you like reach down deep into the earth and push up with your fists, causing this wall of rock to slam upwards, shattering the ice before the rock drops back down again, clearing away the snow and ice, and actually giving you a pretty clear run directly to Akilah if you wanted to take it. As you push away the snow and ice, what would you like to do for your next move?
Yeah, now I've got a better picture of it there. Yeah, let's just break that and run straight towards him. Coming for you, Akilah.
And when you say run straight towards him, are you doing a strike, pressure, smash?
Oh yeah, I need it. What's pressure?
Pressure is where you impress or intimidate a foe. So you choose an approach, and your foe can't use that approach in the next exchange. So you could prevent him doing defender maneuver next turn if you wanted.
That's good. Yeah, okay, pressure. Let's do pressure then. Yeah,
okay,
that's what it'll
pressure.
be.
Pressure like a drip, drip, drip that'll never stop.
Pressure.
As Rung charges towards you, Akilah, you are a little bit intimidated as this earthbender shatters the ice wall and just yells, "Roar!" and then charges towards you, the rock behind sort of breaking and moving. Yep, so Akilah, you can't use defender maneuver, correct? So basically, Rung begins smashing the earth around your feet, putting you off balance, Archie, and preventing you from being able to put yourself in a position where you can defend effectively, forcing you to be a bit more evasive or a bit more on the attack. Okay. Alrighty. Oki, you rolled a 7. What would you like to do?
It's a strike. I mean, I'm assuming those are still the move options.
Yep, they are. So essentially the bloodbending is no longer active. Akilah had to keep that every turn. He was doing that to keep you in puppet mode. You are not in puppet mode. As Akilah is, as Rung bears down, as barrels towards Akilah, you feel your limbs, the seizing that tightness suddenly lifts and changes, and you feel that relief as you sort of suck a big breath of air into your lungs, and you are in control of your body once again. You can hear the sound of the spirit from inside the portal. No, you don't understand what you're doing. You're ruining everything.
Then you should have made more effort to make us understand. And with that, she wants to sort of turn around, and using the ice lances that she learned from the library, she wants to throw a couple at Akilah, and she wants to mark the fatigue to inflict a condition.
Okay. Mark of fatigue, Oki, as you basically, in this single maneuver, swing your arms around, form these lances of ice from the snow as it rises up, and then shoot them, curving around the border of the spirit portal wall, that barrier. They curve around, coming from either side. Akilah, unable to defend yourself, these ice lances cut across your skin before slamming into the dirt. Rung just headbutts one of them and smashes it, contributing to the sense of imposing doom as Rung just like does not even notice, goes, oh, and just headbutts a lance as it comes towards him, continues like trying to beat you up.
Scream intensifies.
Akilah, I'd like you to mark a condition. I am forcing you to mark afraid.
I was already going to.
Nice, okay. Yeah. I think that is an appropriate condition to mark in this instance. I can't actually force you to mark a condition, a specific one. I was mostly kidding.
That was the one I was going to pick anyway.
Exactly. No, I love it. Shurva, you watch this all unfold. You also succeed on your roll with I think it was a 9, wasn't it? What would you like to do?
Yep. I think it counts as a strike. I don't know. It has in
Can you
like
still
previous...
bloodbend if I drink all this blood?
In previous combats,
Yes.
it has counted as a strike when I've used my whip in any way.
Yep, absolutely. It's a strike.
So I want to use my whip to take him off balance off of his feet and try to force him down onto the ground.
Ooh, so that kind of falls under...
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look. That kind of falls more under smash, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I know it says destroy something in the environment, but kind of like pulling him off, inflicting or overcoming a fictionally appropriate positive or negative status. I'd say that in this case, you're inflicting a negative status to Akilah, which is you're knocking him over. So I would say that probably falls under smash. Yeah, so mark fatigue, as you inflict an attack on Akilah. Your options are, stunned. I think stunned makes a lot of sense. Stunned is the status for when you get the wind knocked out of you by a fall, or when your head gets clocked by a flying chunk of metal, or when a angry Fire Nation soldier uses her whip to wrap it around your ankles and fling you against the dirt. It doesn't say that, but it should say that. Stunned lasts for the next round. Akilah, you are stunned. As this effect, as under the effects of these blows, as Shurva pulls your leg out from underneath you, your head cracks back against the floor, and you find yourself dazed on the ground. But don't worry, buddy. Your body, the tendrils of this dark entity, which is also doing a strike, reach out and begin wrapping around your arms, forming these shadow strings. You watch as head still lolling, somewhat almost semi-unconscious, Akilah's body rises, lifted by these like dark shadow strings, by almost this shadowy hand formed by the entity inside that's trying to push its way out of the spirit portal. That then begins swinging around. Archie, would you, or Akilah, I should say, Akilah, could I please get you to roll with passion?
You could, yeah. You could.
8.
Good.
You can do anything.
Akilah, would you like to do a strike, a pressure, or a smash on Rung, who's right in front of you? Or Oki, who's around the side, or on Shurva, who's nearby, or Al,
I'm
or Mako.
also right in front of him.
Yeah, Shurva's right behind you. Yeah, exactly.
Roll a
I
6
think
dice.
just because of the fear.
Yep.
I will be going for Rung.
Okay, nice. Would you like to
giving
strike
that Rocky.
him, put pressure on him, or smash him?
Oh, you mean like Just strike. Just strike.
Absolutely. So, Rung, you have to mark 2 fatigue, mark a condition, or shift your balance away from center. Your choice.
How bad is it to shift your balance?
Not very.
Not very.
Shifted the whole game.
Can potentially be a problem, but only in the future.
Yeah, I haven't shifted him before. Let's give him a little shifty. Left or right? I'm guessing negatives.
So it changes. So if you go in one direction, it's positive for one stat and negative for the other, and then if you go the other direction, it swaps. So your two, the balance between your
self-reliance or trust.
Exactly. Yeah. So whichever one's on top, that's what the top balance was. So self-reliance is the pluses on top, and then trust is the pluses on the bottom. You'll see that they correspond and they're opposites to each other. Yeah. So if you go plus on self-reliance, you get negative to trust.
Yeah, he's going to be a little less trustworthy right now because of what's been happening here.
Yep. Okay. So in that case, you just do this. See that?
Yeah.
Perfect. Alrighty. Oh boy. Okay. Akilah, as this shadow entity, as this dark spirit is forcing your hand, you feel quite a bit of pain as it controls your body and forces you to act in this way. You do with that information what you wish. We now get to our evade and observes. Who was evading and observing? I think it was R was evading and observing, and Akilah, you were planning to evade and observe. Yeah, so Akilah, you still get to do your evade and observe. Oh, sorry. Before that happens, the Shadow Fox Spirit, Mako, the Shadow Fox Spirit charges towards you and tries to bite you. Now you've done the retaliate move. So as it goes to strike you, it also takes a fatigue.
It has to take 2 if it wants to overcome my defenses.
I've
got a special trait.
Oh, yep. Okay. Is that your? Take me through it. Take me through this special trait.
So when you use the block, enemies must mark 2 fatigue instead of 1 to overcome your defenses.
Oh, stand and fight.
Strength of your heart.
Right?
Strength of your heart.
Strength of your heart. Amazing. Okay. The Shadow Fox is enraged. You have taunted it. It is going to mark that 2 fatigue to strike you.
Cool.
Marco, as this fox creature runs towards you, having flung this chunk of ice at you to put you off balance. Is that a physical move, retaliate?
I don't know.
No, it's not. It's not a physical move. I'm going to argue that it's kind of not. Just because you had that status of...
Yeah,
no, I'm going to argue that it's actually not a physical move because you're kind of like moving out of the way to stay...
I'm just sort of standing there like, please
you make your opponent struggle, tying them out with return strikes or forcing them to hit harder to breach your defenses. Oh, it kind of is a physical move.
Kind of is?
Kind of is a physical move. But that's okay. We'll carry on because it means it's a -2 to that. But it doesn't change anything because you still that's still a success to be able to do that.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter. Yeah, look, it is striking you. This strike, as it bites in and tries to crunch through, it wraps around your leg, biting in deep. You can feel the sharp talons and the sharp jaws crunching down as it crushes your flesh, and you feel your bone creak ominously beneath its jaws. I need you to mark a fatigue and a condition, as it is in range.
That's fine.
A fatigue and a condition. Or actually, sorry, you have to mark a fatigue, so you definitely mark a fatigue, and then you can mark a condition, or you can shift your balance. Your choice.
Oh. So what's the
consequence if you get to the end of a balance and so once you've chosen to move in one direction, you have to keep moving that direction until you're able to bring yourself back to center, and then when you get to the end, you hit losing your balance, and when that happens, we'll go through that because there's a lot of stuff that happens.
Crazy.
You go a bit crazy. Yeah, you become Zuko in like Zuko alone.
I want to see what happens.
Okay.
And since I've already started moving it, I have to keep moving it that way, right?
Yes.
Cool.
So it sounds like you're choosing to move your balance. Okay, fantastic. Yep. Your evade and observe. Talk me through it.
I rolled a 10.
Nice.
Quick question. Does Akilah look like he's in pain?
Yes. Yes. Akilah, how much pain do you feel you're in?
Oh, maybe like a 6.
Yeah.
How much pain is he showing though?
Maybe like a 6.
Maybe like a 20.
20. Akilah's just crying. She's just open to cry.
Oh, my toe!
Yeah.
And does it look like the ritual is reset?
No, it has paused. Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to plead with an NPC again. Oh, I mean, not NPC. Call someone out. I'd like to
Okay, you're gonna call out Akilah.
He didn't say that. Okay, he could be calling out someone else.
I think
Wrong. What the? No.
Oh, you
Run,
hear
you
is,
headbutted an iceberg. You should just move out of the way. Yeah. You left my favorite boy Pung to die in the desert.
Okay, so yeah, I'll seize Akilah in pain.
Yep.
And Al is feeling a bit more assured of himself after Akilah heard his confidence. Akilah, our bending may have originally came from the spirits, but it's ours now. Let's get stronger with our own strength by training. There aren't shortcuts. This is hurting you. It's not right. Stop and come with us.
Shut up, Andrew.
I'm a naive airbender. It's how I do.
It's how I do.
That's how I do.
Do I just
Amazing.
roll flat? Is that how it works?
So you're doing a call someone out. So that is a
Principal roll.
Yeah,
right?
we're rolling principal. So shift your principal. Are you shifting it towards loyalty or confidence?
Now I think I'm saying let's do it together. So I think it's a loyalty thing now.
Loyalty. Yep. Cool.
Yep, and
In that case,
balance,
then.
not center, right?
Yeah,
That's balance,
exactly.
right.
Yep.
So I'll roll with a +1. That is an 8.
That is an 8. Okay. Yeah. Akilah, you kind of are called to act as Al has
Does he
said.
do?
Either you do it or you mark a condition. Just keep in mind that when you take all conditions and no fatigue left, you are unconscious. You are down.
Interesting.
I feel like I should have hindered him first with my other evade and maneuver, but oh well.
Dave, can I get you to shift your webcam very, very slightly?
Yep. I'll just shift my head.
Oh, okay. That's fine too.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
true.
stop slouching.
No, that's fine. I was just aware that I could only see your cap on the stream.
Nice cap.
It's a cool cap. Oh, no, I'm not denying it's a cool cap. Akilah, yeah, how are you feeling? Al's kind of like trying to appeal to you at this point, and you're...
Please,
Yeah.
Akilah, come with us.
And I would say... Oh, sorry, you go. No.
I am also in
A lot of pain.
excruciating pain.
It's only a 6. Come on, grow up.
Come on, mate. Take 2 tablespoons of concrete. Rung's got some to spare.
Oh.
Put me this mid mixer.
I don't think I have the ability to be able to like deny it right now.
Okay. So in that case then, so all Al is calling out for you to do is to... Because Al, essentially, the message you were saying was, like, think about this. Is this what you want? Like, is this really what you want to do? Do you really want to attack us and release this thing? He hasn't said, release my friends and let us all live in harmony. He's told you to think about it. You acting with what he has said is you thinking about it. You are taking on board what he said and really starting to question it. Akilah, if you're going to start questioning it, let me know, because something happens.
Yeah, I'll start questioning it.
Great. Akilah, in your mind, Al's words kind of cut through. The combination of pain has kind of snapped you out of this a little bit, given you a bit of focus. And I'd say as well, probably like being afraid of Rung. Rung has suddenly turned from this quite affable
teddy bear.
Yeah, like this affable, like probably you didn't think a huge amount of him. Like this affable guy who's like, they're pretty strong, clearly, to this rage monster who's like smashed down an ice wall and charged at you. Probably has put you a little bit off balance and is making you question things a little bit more. The big thing as well, this creature's using you as a puppet, physically. Al's questions have kind of opened up the door of maybe it's not just physically right now that it's using me as a puppet, maybe it's been using me as a puppet all along. And those sort of questions begin to resonate in your mind as this entity begins to sense, Yaavu begins to sense that you are having doubts. You watch as the tendrils release you. Your body drops to the ground heavily into the snow. Fine. I'll do it myself. The tendrils shoot out and begin pushing and pulling on the edges of the dome of force, cracking it open. The entity inside roars with pain and frustration as cracks begin appearing, and this section opens up, and inside you can see this swirling vortex of midnight blue darkness swirling as the spirit begins to push its way out of the portal, taking damage as it does so. Alrighty.
On a scale of 1 to 10, is that also a 6?
No, probably a 3, just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say nothing.
You'll say nothing.
Yeah,
Okay.
nothing. Yeah. Do I get my second action as well?
Yeah, you
still?
do, definitely. Akila's just face down in the snow. He's like, fuck.
Yeah. I guess Al runs up to him and helps him up.
Aww.
And he's like,
Can I have your puppets?
if you die, can I have your puppets?
When you die.
Glad you're back with us, mate. Here, and Al helps him up and gives him a bolster, which is prepared. Well, we'll take this thing on together. Do I have to roll to give a bolster? Or
Let me have a quick.
so?
Let me have a quick.
Oh no,
look.
I might actually. I don't know.
So you're trying to do
The bolster action.
bolster? Yes. No, you don't. You've already done it. So you can now choose to give him a positive status. You're creating a new status. So in this case, I would say that you're kind of
Prepared. I think I was trying to prepare him to. Like,
yeah, I'd say
yeah.
prepared. Inspired also would work here. Inspired kind of makes sense. Inspired is the status when a dear friend has given you the confidence to keep fighting onwards, or when you've invigorated after seeing an ally fighting against impossible odds but somehow winning. Inspired also works there too. Prepared makes sense too. Prepared is when you.
I was metagaming a bit. Inspired doesn't seem useful.
Oh, okay. All right.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
You can choose when you want to clear inspired to shift your balance toward a principle of your choice. Yeah, prepared does look cool.
I was trying to help him up so he could.
Yeah, all right. Prepared lets him take a +1 on a roll that he wants to use it on.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Amazing. Alrighty. That is everyone's maneuvers. Oh, I've forgotten Akilah. Apologies. My bad. Sorry, that's everyone important. Everyone who's going to move through this.
That's better.
Akilah.
I probably shouldn't try and trick Shurva into joining me anymore again.
You're now on set.
That's Al on the foot.
So I will need you to roll with harmony first to see what you can do. Harmony or creativity, your choice. You can roll with either one of those, and that tells you how many moves you can do and what moves they are.
I got 9.
9. Nice. So you can pick one. So you could test balance, bolster or hinder, or commit. Recenter yourself amidst the fray. Shift your balance toward one of your principles, and the next time you live up to that principle, don't mark a fatigue. So in this case, you are... So after using commit, you don't have to mark fatigue the next time you live up to the selected principle. This effect lasts, the situation changes drastically. So that could be kind of useful. Otherwise, I'd say test balance could also potentially work if you're having doubts about the creature, about the entity Yaavu. It could be a good time to kind of ask those questions. That would definitely fall under a test balance. And you kind of know his principle already, so you wouldn't be marking fatigue. You'd just be shifting his balance away from center by questioning or challenging his beliefs.
Yeah. Okay.
If you were interested.
Yeah, I think let's do that.
Boom, boom, boom. In that case, then, what do you? How do you challenge him? What do you say?
You were lying to me this whole time. You promised me power and everything I needed, but you've just been using me to get out. You've lied to me this whole time.
Lying is such a filthy word. I have not lied, Akilah. I have delivered on my promise. I have delivered on my promises. You wanted power, and I have taught you the secrets of bloodbending. If you want more power, you will assist me in this. Free me.
Are we able to talk in this sort of point? Like
Yes,
turn-based?
I kind of treat conversation as an ongoing thing that happens regardless. Because in the middle of Avatar fights, they're always fucking talking to each other. So, in The Last Airbender.
All right.
Fox,
All right, cool.
would you like to become my mount?
Well, I
it
was
attacks you
thinking
deeper.
here. I've been wondering who to use this on here. Rung just took a moment to get amongst it because he was screaming for a bit. But he wants to... Do I have to say how this works? Like catch a liar?
Oh, okay. No, so no, yeah, read it out loud. Absolutely, yeah. So read it out loud so everyone knows what it does because it's a cool feature.
Yeah.
When you're catching someone in lying, absolutely.
So, catch a liar. So, when you are suspicious of someone, write their name here, Yaavu.
Yep.
You cannot write another name until you've made them admit their guilt and misdeeds in front of an audience, which we have.
Yep.
Or until you no longer seek to uncover secrets. When they admit their guilt and misdeeds in front of an audience, clear their name from this move. You no longer seek to uncover the secrets, yada yada. You can make a condition. When you expose that person's lies or wrongdoing, clear all your fatigue up to 2 conditions. And when you try to intimidate them into admitting their real crimes or using actual evidence, you can eliminate an additional option from the list to hit.
So,
you choose.
have you made him admit his guilt and misdeeds in front of an audience?
Not yet, but I'm suspicious of him.
What's wrong,
So-
Archie?
I just remembered something.
What do you remember?
It's gonna have to come out now.
Okay.
Don't worry. Don't
Oh
worry.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just remembered it too.
Yep.
It's gonna be fun.
I gotta go.
Maybe death was better.
Just kill me now.
Death might have been easier. Sorry, Rung, please.
Yeah. So now I'm just like, crap. Okay, where's it going with this? But this is typical Rung fashion here. But he's suspicious of him, so he's like, Yaavu, you're a liar. He says you lied to him. You've obviously granted him power. That's weird and gross. But did you always mean for let me get the name right. Was Mako always going to die, and did Aquila always know that Mako was going to die to bring you out?
The Firebender does not need to die. I just need his
But you were
blood.
taking that blood. But it seemed like a lot of blood, unwillingly.
His compliance is not a factor. I have not lied. I delivered on my promises to Akilah, and I would deliver on my promises to you, Rung. What is it you desire? Wealth,
To know what you're lying about.
Power.
I can see it in your
status,
godly
a coal
eyes.
mine of your own, a real badge of authority.
He holds his own badge. It's just crumpled up in his hand now.
You could be so great, Rung. You could be foreman. There are more ways of bending that the Earth Kingdom has long forgotten. Ways of bending other substances. Not just the Earth.
He looks over at Al, and he just looks at him. He's just like, Foreman.
Is that Foreman?
No, he snaps out of it. No, I could never take a coal mine from you. It'd be terrible performing low quality coal. But I know you're lying about something, and I'm gonna punch it out of you, or you're gonna slip up, and it's coming.
How would you
One of
like
the
to
two.
have the power of a volcano? Power to create
he turns-
lava. Molten rock. I could teach you.
Turns back to Al again. Volcanoes? Lava? He's looking at him right.
All of you.
Like,
We do not have to be enemies. As all of you can hear him quite clearly. We want the same things. I want freedom. And you all want freedom as well. Freedom from oppressive
Both her
regimes.
arms.
You say that? Assist with both her arms? Did you say that?
you could have
Yeah, but not so much in a, can you give this to me, more in a, I know you were fucking involved with this.
That which I have taken, I can return. There is healing that the waterbenders do not know of. Limited healing wounds.
Did take it. I thought so.
I had one of my puppets.
If Oki could sip tea right now, she would.
What can you give me? What?
The lightning power of the sun.
Wait,
Mako, no.
I already know about lightning. There's not like barrel rolling around dodging the fox.
As the fox like bites down deeper, carving out a section of your flesh. I'm kind of treating this conversation as like a little bit of conversation that happens in between the exchanges. There's like as a moment where things kind of calm down for a second. The fox sort of pauses, growling at Mako as it has his leg in its mouth, and Mako's like kind of on the ground. Shurva, poor Shurva, denied power. I could show you where to find a lion turtle. You could be a bender. Have real power.
You just need my blood?
Oh, yes.
No.
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 I see into your heart, Shurva. I see what you want.
If you truly
Babysitting
saw
this-
into my heart, then you would know that all I want in life is for Mako to get his shit together.
I see what you want others to see, but I see what is true deep within. You are sick of babysitting this spoiled prince. This baby.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
This child who does not look before he leaps, who has done nothing but cause you trouble and hardship. I could take him away, Shurva.
No.
I don't. All I need is a little blood. But you could be free of him.
I don't want to be free of him. I want to trust that he can take care of himself by showing him the way.
I will show you the way.
Show me the way.
I will show you the way. I could show him the way.
I love that meme.
He doesn't say that. He doesn't say that. What more is it you want? Come. I'm willing to bargain. You must realize your situation is precarious.
The power of dragon, though.
It's only another 27.
It's Mako's, the problem that he created.
See, like,
I
I've been
could
told to
help,
not make any more wishes.
certainly.
So, is this like a wish thing? or is this more like a...
No, it's not a wish thing.
Are you
Oh,
more
is this
likely
your
to
wish?
say yes if I say yes? No, he doesn't say that. Yes, Mako, it is a wish. I could
I
grant
can't-
it. No, he doesn't say that. He doesn't say that. Pixel's adding a spirit. Yeah, this counts. This is not a wish. This is a bargain to undo your foolish actions. You have thrown the world into chaos and confusion, and there is no avatar to correct its course. But we don't need an avatar.
Mako,
Yeah?
take it from me, who has dealt with Yaavu. He may give you all the power you've ever wanted for free,
For free?
but
This doesn't sound free.
the things I've had to do, the things I've had to do for this spirit, the things he made me do, I'll probably won't forget for a while.
For a while.
At some point you'll forget that?
Until I go back and smoke some joints at the...
Seaweed.
yeah.
Sea.
Made him join an
Seaweed.
MLM.
Weed. Sorry.
Weed. Nice.
Um,
Man, are those the Northern Lights, or am I just high?
Bit of both.
How about you go back, I'll think on it, then I'll come back when I have an answer.
You need me. All of you. I will return.
See, I
Another will free me if you do not.
Oh,
But
yeah,
it
yeah,
may
we
be
can go
too
back.
late for
You
you
can go back
and
then.
your
We'll
kin.
free you when we need you.
Be prepared for the consequences.
Did you tell Akilah you're gonna
Did-
try and take over
Wait.
everything?
I have no wish to control, only to remove chaos.
Isn't that controlling though?
A lot of chaos, me included, and definitely Mako.
You watch as the tendrils begin to pull back inside, releasing, dragging through the snow, before moving back inside as the sections of the force field begin to close shut.
Don't forget to take your fox with you. Let go of my leg.
That fox is not mine and is under no control of mine.
Oh, Jesus.
It came,
Oh, no.
it came because you have wronged it.
You
Your
just
actions
took it on like an
summoned it.
idiot.
The fox spirit is no... I have no control over it. You must deal with that yourselves. Unless you would like my help.
No, you can go back. Go take a nap.
You're not you when you're hungry.
Very well. Tendrils withdraw. And then suddenly, with a sudden surge, they slam against the edges of the force field, cracking it wide open like an egg, as this writhing mass of vines made of this dark blue, midnight blue energy arise. You are so foolish. To think I would just leave because you asked me. No. I think you shall all be my puppets from now on. And the tendrils slash out towards you. Alrighty. We're on to the next exchange.
He lied to me. He said he was going to leave.
Well...
Yeah.
That feels petty.
There's a reason
Is wrong about pettiness? I don't know.
I'm going to say, technically, you have caught him in a lie. Technically. You are the best kind of correct. Technically correct. Alrighty. Akilah, I would like to know what approach you are taking.
With my new friends
With your new friends.
and Mako.
Korra.
With your new friends and meat shield.
I will advance and attack.
Advance and attack. Shurva.
Advanced attack.
Oki.
This music's so
Advance and attack.
uplifting right now.
It's good, isn't it? Rung.
It's like the Avengers coming together.
Ooh. If I do,
And my axe.
I love the whole season attack thing, but there's no environment around him to destroy, would you say?
You can try and destroy the barrier surrounding the spirit portal. That's around him.
That wouldn't let him out, would it?
Rung doesn't know.
I seriously considered it until it was just like oh, wait a second.
I know you do well.
Damn it. That's metagaming. You shouldn't have said anything.
I would have been like, yeah.
As Rung cracks it open, the northern lights burn bright in the sky as Vatu emerges. I am free. No. For 10,000 years I have slumbered. No.
I'm going to get up to him, but
Yep.
more of a guarding. So I'm going to go
Okay.
block, and I'm going to try and block if he does a strike.
Okay, you're going to block if he does a strike. I like it. So you're going to defend and maneuver. Al.
Good question.
Yeah.
Al has a quick look around at everyone. How is everyone looking fatigue-wise? Like, everyone, no one's...
I think mostly people are looking okay, apart from Akilah, who's about a 6 out of 10 in pain.
But not fatigued.
I think Akilah is a little bit fatigued and a little bit conditioned. Remember, you can clear conditions by acting in a manner that works with the condition. So, for example, if you wanted to clear foolish, you would act foolishly. If you wanted to clear angry, you would storm off in a huff or act impulsively and do something angry. If you were feeling afraid, you might run away. Yeah, scared, you might run away.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna defend and maneuver.
Defend and maneuver. So we've got 2 defend and maneuvers. Finally, human sacrifice. Mako.
Now, I have a couple of... This thing's just going to eat me. I can't stop that.
I love that you thought like this fox spirit had been summoned to come and attack you. No. You just pissed it off, and
it's
then
just here on its own. It's just coincidence. Yep.
no, you being at the North Pole is the trigger.
Is the trigger? Yeah. Now, what is? Now, if I was just to say like plead with this fox and say what can I do to make it up to you?
Yeah.
That'd be pushing my luck, right? I would assume.
Plead is a harmony roll, isn't it, or a creativity roll?
Oh, this would be a plead.
There's a function called plead. I would say that it falls under plead. Roll with harmony.
There's just a reason. Advanced attack is what?
So that's a defender maneuver if you wanted to. Sorry, evade and observe if you wanted to do a harmony roll.
Are you worried because you're not very harmonious?
I'm very harmonious. How much do you need the other thing though, Bree?
I could make do without.
You can make do with that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna then, because I just want to try to deal with this so that I can help you guys properly.
Okay, so we'll do our defender maneuvers first because they go first in the order. So Rung, Al, and Mako, could you please all roll me with focus?
Wait, I'm pleading.
Oh, sorry. In that case, then don't worry. I'll get to you in a minute. You're evading and observing in that case. 9 for Rung. Oh, clearly, Andrew and Archie off to go have a little kiss. They've left at the same time. Al, 12. You are rolling really well tonight. And Shurva, 7 for Passion. Just getting your roll out early, hey?
Yep.
Sweet.
I was hoping that I would get, an Al's like good luck. I was like, okay, I'll roll this real quick because that's a green.
Roll 20 seems to be like generous right now. yeah. All right, Rung, defender maneuver. Tell me what you do.
Sweet. So I'm getting up close to him, and I'm just like really just like if I've found like any sort of bits of like dirt or anything or rock or whatever I can pick up to sort of like hold like a stronger like defensive position with him, just ready to deflect whatever he comes his way.
Alright, so that's a retaliate that you're taking, which is the same as block. It's just changed its name to retaliate.
Oh, sorry, for the next one, is it? Okay, so next round, is it?
Oh no, so the name of it is retaliate. So anytime so when this creature tries to do something, when this spirit tries to do something, you can inflict a fatigue on them.
My bad. Yeah.
So it's just the name's changed, but it's pretty much the same as block. Yeah. And I'll pick 2 actions, you bloody legend.
Oh yeah. I believe Akilah is
Thank you for meeting me there.
Sorry, I match people's energy. That's just how both myself and Al works. So Akilah is angry. Is anyone else looking like they're foolish or any?
Akilah's also looking scared. Angry and scared. It's like a real conflicting series of emotions going on in Akilah right now. He's like, I want to beat the shit out of this thing, but also I'm a little bit scared.
Okay, I just read status is not the same as condition. Okay.
Yes.
That changes a lot of what I plan to do. Okay, cool. I ready myself by putting my glider, hunting on the ground, and being like, none shall pass.
all right.
And try to give a bit more preparedness or status that the DM feels is adequate to the rest of the people that are in my close area.
I think you have to pick one.
Person, you mean? Because it says status of nearby characters or yourself.
For bolster or hinder.
No, I'm looking for ready.
Yep.
But no, actually, maybe it's meant to be one.
When you use ready, set yourself up or others up just as you like. Setting yourself up as prepared.
So I'm looking at the one pager, so that's probably why it's less detail.
Okay, yeah. So basically, you can. So when you do prepared, you can choose yourself, or you can do an effect that will potentially benefit the others in the group, depending on how things go. So it's up to me to sort of figure out how that would help other people narrative-wise based on what you say you do.
Okay, so I guess Al is like warning everyone, like, guys, it's coming. Be ready for it. in an attempt to prepare as many people as he can.
Okay, yeah, so
I'll
you're
let
just
that
kind of
be the
alerting.
table.
Yeah, I'd say that you're alerting people to its presence. In that case, then what I'll say is, as you alert people to the presence, it's going to be harder for it to take people by surprise. So if it tries to attack someone, they're going to have a +1 to their roll to avoid it, depending on who it attacks. Is that fair?
And then yeah, anything you say is fair, DM.
Oh,
Don't tell him that.
I like this worship. Please carry on, my child.
As you can tell, I was a teacher's pet in high school as well. My
Of course you
second
fucking
reaction
were.
This is why I don't have a god complex. I am God. So
my second thing is to retaliate. So I
An
steel myself
unavengeful
for their
god.
blows. Each time a foe inflicts fatigue,
each
shifts
time
my balance,
you inflict fatigue on it when it inflicts fatigue condition or shifts
it
your
heads me, I
balance.
head them. Yep.
Exactly right. Yeah. Amazing. Advance and attackers.
What do we roll for that again?
Passion, my friend. Passion.
Okay, and before I roll,
Yes.
with that +1 that I got from Al, do I have to call that before?
So it's not. Oh yes.
I gave him
so that-
a while ago.
yeah. The one you got before. Yes. Let me know in advance if you're going to use it.
I'm going to use it.
Strength of your heart.
It says after making the roll. I just read the.
Oh, it says after
does.
making the roll. In that case, then
I'll
you
let
can do it
you
after.
know.
Sorry,
Oh,
sorry to
shit.
challenge you,
Yeah.
DM.
No,
sorry to
that's okay.
challenge
If it says if
you. Oh, I got caught in the lie.
my ass is being kissed,
I will not be using it.
you will not be using it. Okay, fair. Oki, that's a 13. Akilah, that's a 7. Who else was advancing and attacking? Shurva, you were advancing and attacking. You've already rolled. It was a 7. You were prepared. Well, let's do yours first, Shurva, because you rolled first. What would you like to do?
Just out of curiosity,
Yeah.
how much does inspiration add to my roll? Enough to make it a full success?
Inspiration adds a +1.
Okay, so no.
So no. Why? Has someone give you a... Oh, were you going to try and bully Shroopy into...
No, you gave me inspiration last session.
I did, that's right. Yeah, you can use that.
Or the one before. I don't remember,
It
but
was,
I
I
still
think, the one
haven't
before.
used it.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I'll use it later.
I think that was for exceptional role playing.
Yes.
Yes.
I
I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. Podcast systems. I can only
Very
apologize.
clearly Scooby-Doo.
Is that
That'll
like
be cut
a
out.
That's gonna be it.
Futurama? What's the name of that old president with the big cheeks? Like
Richard Nixon.
Richard Nixon. yeah.
Oh no, I do a good Richard Nixon. Didn't know I did that. We will fight them on the beaches. That's
Churchill.
Can Churchill say that though?
Similar.
I am not a crook. There you go. Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
Shurva,
I
you were
had
saying.
moved my page, so I was trying to find it again.
That's right. We covered for you in the meantime. Don't worry.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I
Kept the
appreciate
dialogue
it.
running.
Good material. That was a good bit.
I think we've got our TikTok.
Okay.
Do it for the vine. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
Oh my god. I will pressure
Ooh,
Big Bad.
big bad? Why is he big bad? He's a lovely big boy. It's just
Okay, the nasty piece of shit that doesn't know anything about me.
That's
Okay.
better.
fair.
The liar.
The liar.
Sinner?
The liar. Alrighty.
Okay, so I'm going to pressure him, and I'm going to make it so that he cannot advance an attack.
Ooh, in the next exchange. Nice. Yep.
Yes.
So in the next exchange, he cannot advance an attack. I love it. Akilah.
Oh, that's me. I think I'm just going to strike.
Okay.
Oh, wait, or do I? Yeah. Or do
Akilah,
I?
how do you strike? What do your strikes look like? Take me through what you do.
So he's still nearish the portal, yeah.
He's still inside. At this point, he's basically using these tendrils to try and push and force it apart. So he's cracking it open from the top now. Originally, it was on the side. He's now cracked open part of the top, and you see this vortex of energy trying to push its way out of the spirit portal. I would say as well, you notice this beam of light shooting up through the crack in the spirit portal. The northern lights are burning above you, beautiful, brilliant green and blue, shining
So we
like
should
daylight.
keep it open. Okay.
Yes, it's pretty, yeah. I like my video background for those watching on the stream.
Okay, I'm going to try and like break the grip the tendrils have on the portal.
Nice. Okay, as you strike forwards, how are you doing it? Are you blood bending to do it? Are you trying to like bend his spirit blood? Or are you using other water bending techniques?
Blood? I don't think spirits.
Nah, they don't.
Yeah, okay. That's why I didn't do my other plan. Yeah, just like pummeling water.
Absolutely, yeah. You're a waterbender first, bloodbender second. So yeah, you watch as Akilah begins melting snow, flinging it up into waves, and then striking down with these tendrils of water that crack at the spirit's arms. Do you want to mark 2 fatigue on the spirit, or you've got some other options as well with a strike? You can also mark a fatigue yourself, forcing it to mark 2 fatigue or strike where it's weak, inflicting a condition.
I will mark 1 fatigue.
To force it to mark 2 fatigue or inflict a condition. What would you like to do?
Mark a condition.
What condition would you like it to take? Do you want it to be afraid of you? Do you want it to be insecure? Feeling like it can lose?
Afraid or insecure. I'm going to go insecure.
Insecure. Nice.
Yeah.
As its hold weakens, it pulls back through the energy barrier. You watch as the barrier begins to seal shut. Finally, the time having elapsed for the barrier to be cracked open, pushing itself back in. You watch as the tendrils begin to sort of be pulled back in. No, not like this. And who else was advancing and striking? I believe it was Oki.
Question. From like sort of the previous trainings and stuff, would Oki know enough about sort of the whole spirit waterbending sort of techniques to do the sort of the more calming techniques, like from what sort of Akilah's taught her? She doesn't want to open up the portal, but I mean, hey, I've watched way too much Legend of Korra.
Answer. You only know 1 technique that you have learnt with Akilah that was the one that Akilah deliberately taught you to help him open the portal.
All right, she doesn't trust the shit out of that, so instead I am going to use my 2 strikes to fire more ice lances. Just
bang, bang, bang. Are you marking
and
fatigue
to mark the fatigue to inflict 2 conditions?
Not 2 conditions, 2 fatigue or a condition, your choice. You pick. That's the difference. So you mark fatigue.
So she wants to inflict the condition, but does she have to mark her own fatigue to do that?
So you can. So the 2 options are: if you don't mark a fatigue, it has to mark 2 fatigue, or mark a condition, or shift its balance. Its choice. If you mark the fatigue, you pick.
Okay, so and I get 2 strikes because it's...
You get to mark 2 fatigue or strike where it's weak, which inflicts a condition. And yes, you get 2. You could potentially do 2 strikes if you wanted to, absolutely. Or if you wanted to do 1 strike and 1 advance and attack.
She wants to mark a condition for each of those strikes, so I'll take the 2 fatigue.
So you'll take 2 fatigue, and you're marking 2 conditions. What conditions are you trying to mark?
What ones doesn't he have yet?
It's actually irrelevant at this point. There are only 2 left.
Oh, okay. Well, she takes both of them.
Okay. Angry is marked, and then that's it. It is forced back in. You watch as it is, as the weight of Oki's ice lances crash against this spirit's body. It is sent hurtling back in. The sections of the portal, the barrier, begins
Before
swirling.
it closes, can she shout, "You can thank Wang Chi-Tang for that one"?
Oh, you shout that back?
Yep.
I will make sure to thank him personally. And the portal seals shut. As it does so, the northern lights go out. Pitch blackness just descends upon you as the light is pulled back in. And then there's this pulse of energy, and the snow is pushed back. All of you are sent flying backwards. Each of you need to mark a fatigue. As the spirit portal closing causes a rush of energy that knocks all of you flat on your asses, sending you scooting back along the snow and ice before coming to a stop. There's a ringing in your ears. Darkness meets your eyes, and for a moment it feels like the world has gone black. And then as your eyes adjust, you see the stars above you again. You can feel the cold of the snow, and the ringing begins to subside as your hearing returns. You feel scared, cold, but alive. And I'm taking us out of the encounters
Best kind of
stone.
alive.
Best kind of alive. Scared, cold, and
Oh,
alive.
let go of my leg. Let go of my leg.
As the sorry, I should have said, as the pulse goes off, the spirit fox dissipates
Oh,
and vanishes.
at least you let go.
There is a bloody seared flesh bite mark in Mako's leg that is now a scar. It is a burn scar in his leg where the spirit fox has bitten him.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's
was.
cool. That's dope.
You are all out of that combat exchange. You see running from the sleigh, Ahini sort of rushing back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ahini was here. She was just far enough away that. Yep.
Gets too close.
Yep.
Can Oki stand up, walk over to Aquila, summon another ice lance, and then just sort of be like, all right, the truth from the beginning, including the sister.
And all lies.
And just sort of be tapping it on her shoulder, like, not overly threatening, but...
Akilah, you can choose to manage that how you wish.
Okay, so my mum and dad met about 30 years ago, and they dated for a while, and then they got married, and then they had me, a child, and we grew up in the Northern Water Tribe, and then, this story's going on too long. I think we should probably just cut it off there.
He takes another threatening step towards them.
Okay, well let's just talk about the recent events. I saw this marking, and it spoke to me. So we started chatting, and it was nice to have a friend that wasn't a puppet.
Oh, shit.
You see the marking.
Sorry.
Where did you said you saw a marking?
Yeah,
There.
it was in the where was it?
It's in the
temple?
Sears Hall.
Yeah.
There's a log of all
I said
different
the temple,
spirits.
but yeah.
It was in the hall.
Yep. There's a log of all different spirits, Akilah, that the Water Tribe know of, and this page that you came across when you were looking through a section of the book, the page had been damaged, and all the text was faded, but the symbol was still there. But it was in a section of some slightly scary sounding spirits.
I can't read, so
No. Okay, never mind.
I just saw the symbol.
Did you talk to Tanuk?
No. My friend told me not to talk about him. It sounds like
I will stand up. Good spirits would.
yeah. Anyway, he asked me to help him escape. And we needed to see his help. So I went to, you might know her, your sister, but she said no. So I got a little bit upset and mad. So I may have bloodbended a tiger shark to come and bite her arm off. In my defense, I didn't think she'd survive.
You realize that when we get back to the village, I am cutting your arm off and taking it to the healers, and we're putting your arm on her, right?
But we don't have to.
You
Anyway,
can bloodbend her.
Do you know what my favorite part of this is? The story Akilah just told you is worse than what actually happened. But now this is like
this
so
is
much
canon.
worse. This is so much worse than what actually happened. Great.
Just
'Cause
reading the
actually
clip notes and
happened?
Akilah, just for reference, it wasn't that you got mad and it was like Yaavu forced you. But I mean, if you want to, if in your mind it was just you getting mad, go for it,
in a
man.
moment of anger, you use bloodbending to
Oh, yeah,
force the shark
true.
to attack her.
There you
I'm
go.
reading my notes you sent me, sir.
Apologies. In that case, then, Akilah, you just lost your temper, man. Like Yaavu's there being like, "Nah, chill out." You're like, "Fuck this girl." Shark bended her. Yeah, he shark bended.
So
I've
why
read
did she
my
not
notes.
remember what happened?
Apologies.
Blood loss.
Blood loss, trauma.
Blood loss. Okay.
Blood loss.
Blood loss and trauma. I don't know. Maybe it was
So
the
we are
force of
taking
being
his arm?
stabbed in the back.
Yeah, and then you guys showed up, and then we met at the Seer Temple, and then we went to that little island where we did fishing, and then Al suggested coming here.
Conveniently left out all the bloodbending.
I have an important
lessons.
question. Did you first summon the fox, or was that just by chance as well?
I had nothing to do with the fox.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, bloodbending. Yaavu was teaching me how to do, which is how I calmed down the creatures in the stables.
You might remember
With
back
Saki.
with the sleigh,
These
the
are
two
the
polar bear
bears.
dogs.
Yeah.
He just bloodbended them to make him do what he wanted.
It's just easier.
And you have no remorse.
He's describing this like a Sunday afternoon. Obviously, this guy's wicked. Just drop their last lance on him right now.
Akilah, you feel cold handcuffs go around your wrists and pull your arms back behind you as Ahini sort of runs up and hears the end of this and seals you in partial ice.
Oh, cool.
Ahini, I'm dead serious. He's only going to need one of those handcuffs.
How could you
But
do
I'll
this,
have to
Akilah?
learn.
What were you thinking?
Yaavu told me something was coming, and I wanted to be prepared. I wanted to protect us.
Was it worth it?
It's worth it. Good.
The ice lance turns into an axe.
No.
Rung, you've got a bit more strength than I do. Can
And
I
I
get?
can make sure it
You
doesn't
make it
bleed
bigger.
out.
It's a
Don't
bit
worry.
tiny.
No.
was that a no to not cutting my arm off, or no, it wasn't worth it?
Oki,
No, it was
Oki.
not worth it.
No. Oki, I know you're cross right now. I can't let you cut his arm off. I can't. What we will do is take him back to the village, reveal what he's done. But we can't just dismember him.
I'm going to, I'm
You're
going
right.
to remember my sister with this arm.
So wait. Question: do you just need your hands to waterbend?
That's what I was thinking. You can't waterbend.
So we don't have to. We can.
bloodbend
Hey,
with-
he can keep
You
his
don't.
hand.
I don't know much about bloodbending, but you don't need limbs to waterbend. It's the concentration in your mind. One of our most well-known waterbenders had no arm below the elbow.
Wait, then
Chop off
why
his
doesn't
hands?
Oki's
It could
sister
still
be
be
the seer?
fine.
Sure, bloodbending's different, right?
Spirit bending's
need both
different. You do
Yes.
you need concentration, you need harmony. I think it was a combination of things. I don't think it was just the loss of the arm. I think it was the trauma itself. Yeah, it was the trauma. It was the trauma more than anything else.
I'm just giving her arm back will make her more
It's
Do you really
harmonious.
think she wants Akilah's arm?
No,
Yeah,
but I
think of
really
what
want
it's done. Think of what this arm has done.
Oh my god.
So if we what you're saying is I pick up what's the name of my pet again? Oh, Squawksy birds.
Chirpy.
Chirpy.
Chirpy, yeah.
Squawksy.
If it's just like his harmony that he needs to be able to bloodbend, then maybe just ruin his harmony, and then I just get Chirpy just to like in his ear when he's in the ice cage, just annoy the crap out of him.
I
Yeah,
don't know if that's gonna that's really unpleasant. Please stop that creature from making that noise.
It only affects you if you're a bloodbender.
I don't think that's true. Oh, there's a Chirpy's now on Shurva. Chirpy, get off there.
I could just leave him horribly scarred.
Are we really going to mete out capital punishment? Really?
I mean, isn't that what you do?
no, we banish
That's-
people. What are you talking
It's
about?
like you did. Like you brought
Wait, you banished
dishonor.
them.
You brought shame.
How do you deal
can
with
I-
these things in the Fire Nation?
Oh,
I can Kai.
you really
You don't
wanna
know that word, Oki.
You don't want to know. It's best left you don't understand what we do.
I suspect
Don't
that
work
is
in the coal
true.
mines. You'd love it. Fresh coal air every morning.
I believe that's called black lung. No, I'm sorry, Oki. I really am sorry for your sister, but we cannot dismember him. I don't even know if that would work. Sealing it back on, I'm not sure it would. The nerves might be different. The size. I don't think this is the way, Oki, and I think you know that too.
Capital punishment.
Fine, but he's not coming on the sleigh.
No, we can drag him behind.
What?
She goes up to you, Akilah, and seals you in a block of ice except for your face. She then kicks it, and you just drop backwards, slamming into the ground in this block of ice.
Can I call for Al?
You can still talk, yeah.
Yeah, I call for Al.
Ah!
Beckon him over.
Talk to him.
Yeah, what's up?
Beckon with your tongue.
Yeah.
If-
So I have no idea what's going on here, but yeah, what's up?
If I think I'm going to be sent away when we return. Can you look after my puppets for me?
Yes, of course I can. Yes, I'll protect them in my life.
If I see those puppets, they're catching on fire.
I'll keep them safe from Oki.
I think you're a bit confused. You're a water bender.
Yes,
Soggy.
but we have a Mako.
We have a morally dubious Mako.
I don't know. Apparently, he doesn't like cooking food or something with his fire.
That's just burning stuff.
Special
That's
blood
beneath
fire
him.
thing.
Yeah, no, that's beneath him.
That's what he said.
That's destruction. That's just destruction. That's not cooking.
Okay. Destroy my food for me tomorrow night.
On it.
That fox spirit, by the way, I recognize it. I've seen it before. When I was a child. It looked a lot smaller, though.
Did you catch a fleeting glimpse?
Friendly.
Yeah, no. What's that reference? I don't get it.
When I was a young boy.
Oh, yeah, nice. Okay. Fucking Black Parade.
Wait,
Well
is
done.
it it? Or is it a different one?
No.
It's like Fred.
I
Yeah.
caught a fleeting glimpse. Oh shit! Now I can't remember the rest of the song because we've moved
That's
on
okay.
and we've seen Black Parade.
Is this Foo Fighters?
No, don't worry. Move on.
That's okay.
Anyway, sorry.
When I was a child, it's a kitsune spirit. It had 9 tails. This one was much smaller, though. I've not seen this form before.
Probably like a Vulpix.
Yeah, probably.
It was a firefox spirit. Yes, it is now Vulpix.
It's comfortably numbered Pink Floyd.
That's nice. But I've never seen it so aggressive before. There's an old shrine not far away where there's a statue that looks quite a bit like it, or at least the one I saw before. Maybe it's a different spirit, but the head and body look so similar.
Let's go there.
Far from here.
We're taking Akilah back to the water tribe
No,
first.
it's all right.
Yeah,
We'll go back.
he'll be
We'll go.
fine. He'll be
to the-
fine.
Yeah.
Where is he gonna go?
He's in the
Going
house.
back.
We can go the long way home.
Actually, wait, no. He sounds
Hey.
like he wants this. Let's go straight
Akilah?
back.
Akilah, you can just chill out for a second.
Ha. Well done.
Yeah.
Hey DM,
Hello.
I sent you a message.
Oh, did you? I apologize.
I'm just curious about.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, what do now?
Yeah, like
You
on the 60
do. So okay. So let me tell this in the simplest way possible without giving away what your plans are. For some, yes. For others, no. If you were planning to do the thing I suspect you are, no, you don't.
Okay.
Everyone
Alright, cool.
get that?
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah,
Carry on. Carry on.
Let's get to the place. Come on, he's nice. He'll be fine.
We're going.
We'll just drag him along behind us.
I think this is
We
a
need
call
to-
for Oki in the water tribe.
We
I
need to
think
settle
they're
this
probably going to have
spirit.
some strong words for him soon.
Oh,
Do
we
we know-
can come back.
Do we know any feeding grounds for lion
Leopard
sharks?
seals?
Yeah. Leopard sharks, whatever.
Do we?
Do we? I feel like that's appropriate.
I feel like Oki would know this.
What was the question again? Sorry.
Do we know of any feeding grounds for tiger sharks / leopard sharks nearby?
Oki, you would know that they have been spotted in deeper water. If you wanted to attract one, you could head off the shoals, chum the water a bit with some fish guts and blood, and you probably would see one after a maximum about an hour.
Heaney, you sure we don't want to do a little bit of fishing before we go?
Are we the bad guys?
Oki,
I could,
think-
if you are looking for a tiger shark, I do possess abilities.
he's
to-
not fucking helping himself, is he?
to get one.
And clip that.
I could help. I could help.
The ice grows up over your mouth, Akilah, so now you can only breathe as he needs to take action. Oki, listen to him. He wants you to do something. He's up to something. Don't fall for it.
Oh, so we should just kill him now then?
No,
Yeah, I mean, for once, I actually agree with Mako.
I can't let you do
isn't that
this,
an alarm
Oki.
bell
He-
if you agree with
he-
Mako, Oki?
Yes, that is.
He brought chaos upon your village. He
Yes.
literally inflicted mortal wounds upon.
Well, no, not mortal
The hi-
wounds.
the-
She's alive, so
Well, that was supposed to be mortal.
He has explicitly stated to us that he
That was
intended
attempted
for it to be
murder.
mortal.
okay. He did say
I think it comes down to
She doesn't say that. She goes, and if you respond, then you are no better than him. You're acting in the same way he
Thank
did.
you.
I've never been better than him.
Come on, guys, let's not be
This
wrathful
is not
here.
how you deal with chaos. This is not how you deal with disharmony.
Wait. Is he gonna?
I'm with her, by the way, and so is Chirpy. We should just drag him back there, hang him up by his feet in the cold, no clothes, and then let everyone just go to town and just rag
I
on
mean,
him,
that
getting
would probably
lies out of
kill
him.
him.
I don't know. I don't know what you guys do.
But
Maybe
the thing
don't
is,
people
if we
out in the
take him
cold
back,
naked.
he can still bloodbend.
Yes.
He can.
Like, what's to stop him from inflicting that upon others to get out?
I mean, he can't bloodbend without hands.
How many people? No, we just he can bloodbend without hands, but how many people can he bloodbend? So maybe we need like 10 people at once. So he can only bloodbend
Well,
like
let's
one
look at it
person
this
at a
way.
time.
Okay. Did he attempt to do me? Blink twice if you attempted to bloodbend me. Tell the truth, otherwise I'll burn your face.
Akilah does not blink for podcast listeners. Or blinks once, I guess.
Akilah, are you sorry for what you've done?
Ahini melts the ice over your mouth, Akilah, so you can talk.
Blink
thank
once
you.
for you. Oh, okay, he's
What was the question?
Are you sorry for what you've done?
I am, yes.
Would you do it again if you had the opportunity?
No.
That's a lie.
Are you
Liar.
lying?
I was just about to type that. Who has catch a liar?
Rung has catch a liar.
I also have catch a
I
liar.
Shurva has catch a
Yeah.
liar.
I've
think
had
it's a
Akilah's
market-
name as
You-
my catch a liar for a while.
Akilah, are you lying?
Look at that face.
What was the question again?
Would you?
No,
will you act this
saying it
way
the same
again?
way.
Will you do it again?
No.
Are you sorry?
No, that I am, yes.
Yeah.
Will I act
Look
that
at
way
the Amber
again?
Heard defense. The what?
So you won't try to release Yaavu if you had another chance. You wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't, yes. Wait.
Would you
Yes,
try to release
no, I wouldn't.
Fuck,
just
you're
wanna
not
make
helping
sure.
yourself. You're really not trying to
Would
help
you?
And getting
Would
pissed
you-
off and cutting someone's arm off. Would you do that again?
No.
Would you make a deal with a spirit to get more powerful?
No.
I would like to call someone out, and I would
Okay.
like to call Mako,
Oh,
and I would like to call him on his principle of forgiveness.
oh.
Oh, I am so far gone from that.
So Al is moving you towards it. Al, can you roll for us, please?
What do I roll?
You roll
My
with
principal.
your with your principal.
which is a +1. Yes. Hang on, sorry, I forgot how to do that. There we are. 1. It doesn't automatically go to it. Sorry, I'm just mumbling.
It's okay. You can just roll and then we'll
1.
add it. That's fine too.
There we go. That is
8.
an 8.
So Mako, he's calling out, trying to shift your principle towards forgiveness. Do you resist? In which case, okay, I believe you.
Well, I assume that like this time he's trying to get me to forgive. Instead, I'm more like, no, action needs to be taken.
Okay. In that case, then with the balance, you have to mark a condition because you are choosing to resist.
Can I before we decide what to do? Can I say what Al would say?
Say
yes, of course.
Okay. Mako, I'm pretty sure we've all made mistakes with spirits. I'm pretty sure you've both made mistakes with spirits in the past, and like we make jokes about it, but I think most of us have forgiven you. And you know, Akilah made a mistake. That's what he says.
Yes, you can forgive me. You can all forgive me. I haven't forgiven myself, and I know damn well that it's likely to happen again.
Is that you, or you mean Akilah? Because I hope you didn't mean you.
Well,
Sounds like he means both of us.
Yeah. I need a piece of spirits. I need a piece of spirits. I'll do what I need to do there. The ones it's done, it's likely to happen again.
But Mako, in your case, you did what you had to do to save your father, who
And he's trying to save his village.
perished.
He thought he was doing something right.
Yeah.
He was misguided. I don't agree with what he did.
Spirits are very manipulative.
He made a direct decision to
To
go
try to
against.
save his village.
The village was fine. The village had a more competent.
Competent? No. Ahini steps in at this point. Tarnak's old, Oki. He's not been able to fulfill his duties.
Talking about my sister, Ahini.
No, Tarnak. He's old. He hasn't been able to fulfill his duties.
He robbed the village of a seer that was actually capable and actually wanted to be the seer.
Did she?
I did actually want to be the seer.
And that would have been terrible if you were. So it's good that you're here in the block of ice.
Well, I am.
He technically is the seer.
Not anymore. Whatever.
Well, I mean, realistically, I mean, it is a water tribe matter, but like, in the air nomads, we forgive, and he's had this experience with spirits that I don't think he'll ever forget, and I think he'll have learned a strong lesson from. Isn't the seer meant to be the know-all of spirits in the water tribe?
He's not going to be the seer after this, just in case you're wondering.
What?
Absolutely not.
I can rest assured knowing that he will regret this.
You will be banished, Akilah. Surely you realize that. You won't be allowed to stay. No one will trust you in the water tribe again.
What about my mom?
I'm very sorry, but she lost a son when you chose your actions.
I died?
You will.
In our hearts and in our minds,
Yeah.
yes.
Wait, were you alive were you alive 9 days ago? Don't. Something for me to figure out.
Probably.
Probably, right?
Yeah.
Like, my wish probably didn't change his life too much.
They're at the North frickin' Pole. Like, it's pretty far away from all this stuff.
Probably.
Yeah. What could the Fire Nation do to affect the people in the North Pole?
Not much, really. It's too cold for us up here. We don't like it.
I mean, it's right next to the Northern Air Temple, and that's fine.
Thanks, Ned Temple. Back on track. This
Okay,
guy's
right.
going
Yeah,
into
right.
veins.
We're gonna stop by the air temple at some point, right? We forgot to do that.
After the North Pole.
But we're here
That's
because it's a
going back to
spirit
the
thing. We should go to that.
I need to finish
We're
this.
going to the village.
Okay.
We need to
we can
take
go to
him
the
back.
village.
We need to take him back to the village and then back to the city, and then we can go and explore the shrines. But as much as I hate Akilah for what he's done,
Hate's a strong word.
it is, and it applies to you.
I've also had a wonderful idea for when we get there.
Yes.
Involve
We'll have
arms.
him tell my sister what actually happened
Yes.
in front of everyone.
If she's willing to face him. She might not be just yet, and that's okay.
She currently thinks that she was attacked by a shark.
And I think it's important that we break that news to her gently. This isn't going to be solved overnight. Certainly not today. We need to take him back and hand him over to the adults so they know what to do.
Oh.
But Akilah is not wrong about one thing. The spirits growing restless and acting out. That is true. The village has been under attack for some time now. Tarnak is old, and with the death of your grandmother, he hasn't been able to complete the duties by himself. He wasn't ready. He was frail and infirm. There has been danger, and while I respect Akilah's intentions for trying to protect the village, you went about it in a most misguided way, Akilah. And I'm afraid you lost yourself. And now we have lost you. The village. You would have been a wonderful seer if you had trusted in your own abilities and not allowed that poisonous voice to speak inside your mind and convince you weren't good enough. You would have been, Akilah. And now we will never get to know. You will be banished for this. There's no way you'll be allowed to stay.
Only one way to find out.
You could have at least been just like a mediocre puppeteer for the town, if you weren't going to be a seer as well. So that's something you could look forward to, like a B tier puppeteer. Nothing like the Earth Kingdom puppeteers. You're way beneath them. But for Water Tribe, maybe B. Solid A, maybe.
This scale is just sliding. Ahini attaches using some ropes from the sled, attaches it into the ice, and then gets on top of the cart, on top of the sled. You guys coming? I'm willing to take him back to the Water Tribe by myself, and I'll come meet you back here if you wish. But...
I'll jump next to Ahini.
I don't trust him. She climbs on the back and is just staring down at him. At the
ice block with Akilah's face like sticking out of it. As everyone climbs on, Ahini looks over to you, Al. Oh, sorry, Mako, you go.
And I just look down and say, I understand. And then I just keep walking.
So you walk off?
No,
like,
to
can I,
get on.
to
Yeah.
get on, like, I understand.
Oh.
Says that to Akilah.
Like-
Akilah, how does that make you feel?
And it's just like, I have like a sorry look.
Frustrated.
And I just have a sorry look.
Mm.
That Mako has been forgiven
Yeah.
for
How do you think I
literally
feel?
fucking with spirits.
You're literally destroying the world.
And I just got some cool powers and I'm in trouble.
It doesn't seem fair, does it? The sled takes off. Before too long, you begin to see familiar territory as you leave the protection of the trees. A blizzard has come in while you've been inside this area of protection, and the bitter cold makes it very hard to see too far in front of you. But Ahini, skilled tracker that she is, knows the way. Continues traveling on. Akilah, I need to know if you're going to do the thing that you think you're thinking of.
Please.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. Oki, could I please have you do a assess a situation check for me, please? As you try and look through the blizzard to keep an eye.
I was going to say, before that, like, imagine like
question.
being trapped in a block of ice and feeling sad for Mako just because of saying that. Like,
I have a
this is a block of
question.
ice. He's like, I feel bad for him.
Yes,
Ooh,
Mako.
12. Shurva, did you have a like a vial of that paralyzing saliva from the thing?
From the sheer shrew?
No, you didn't. Damn.
Oki, after about half an hour, as the blizzard sort of hits full force and everyone's sort of huddling under cloaks and coats, you watch as Akilah sort of looks around a little bit and then jerks his head forward, snapping himself out of the ice. He goes tumbling head over heels, disappearing into the blizzard behind you as the ice cracks forward. As he basically like shatters himself out of the ice using this forward headbutt motion. Ahini, hearing the noise as well, I rolled for her as well, and hearing your cry of alarm immediately stops the sled. Stay on the sled. Oki, you're with me. Come. She drags you off the back of the sled, Oki, and runs forwards. As you're looking around, suddenly in front of you, you see the edge of a sheer drop-off. And at the bottom, a blue cloak flapping in the wind. He went off the edge.
I doubt it.
I'll let the elders
It'd be
know.
very convenient to throw a block of ice wrapped up in his blue cape and then run off to the side.
I'll flies down.
You cannot be flying in the blizzard. Tell me right now if you're getting on your glider. As Al pulls out his glider, he's just gone. Literally just gone as Al just is whipped up into the storm. Yes, Oki.
Can Balto smell where he's gone?
I'm going to say with your full success, that's a question that Balto is trying to like sniff through the blizzard. Balto can get a very faint scent trail blowing on the wind. Yes, as your second part of the assessor situation.
Balto, can you
It's headed
Can you
straight
check
for the
the
edge of the
enemy?
cliff and disappears over the edge.
Is there if Oki looks like using ice bending to jut out stairs over the cliff's edge leading down?
Yeah.
Is there like a cave or anything? Or does Balto just go straight down to where
So as Balto gets to the edge, the wind pushes him back, sending him sort of falling backwards into the snow, and as a sudden squall of wind and icy cold assails your face. The drop is easily 80 meters. It is huge. You can just see this blue cloak flapping through the snow at the bottom of the drift. No caves. As you sort of try and like ice bend some stairs, they are so slippery with this wind and with this snow driving in your face. It's very dangerous to try and descend. As you look over the edge with handholds, though, there's no caves and there's no footprints leading away. Just this section of cloak flapping in the wind at the bottom of this 80-meter
it's a
drop.
section of cloak. It's not like the whole cloak or anything.
No, it's hard to say from this distance, but it's decently large. If you're seeing it from this distance, from 80 meters away through a blizzard, it's large enough that you are spotting it.
Is it close enough that she can throw an ice lance at it?
Absolutely, yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah, she's gonna just rain down until Ahini stops her. She's just gonna keep chucking lances.
As you get to your third lance, Heaney grabs you. Oki, stop! What are you doing? Making sure.
Finishing the situation.
Oki, he would not have survived that drop.
And apparently people can't control other people. But we know that that isn't true now.
Oki, you cannot risk your life trying to go down there. Look, if it makes you feel better to throw some ice lances. If it makes you feel... Well, you were trying to make some stairs before. If it would make you feel better to throw some ice lances, I'll help. And if it stops you going down there yourself, I'll help you. But we're still going to send a search party out in the morning as soon as the blizzard abates. He's not getting away. He must answer for his crimes. Bring back the body in the morning.
Okay, I guess with the Oki turns back to the sled and just, as like a last word, it's sort of they're not going to find his body. And she keeps walking.
So is the ice block broken?
Yeah, so Akilah broke through the ice block to get out. He basically did a movement with his body that shattered the top part of his head and then was able to pivot his arms out, which at that speed that you guys were moving sent him tumbling head over heels backwards behind the sled as it continued onwards.
I'll go as close to the cliff edge as he possibly can, where it's safe.
Yep.
And using his glider, which is closed because he learned his lesson, it doesn't get blown away. He's just like poking the ground near the edge of the cliff. Make sure there's nothing hidden under the sand.
The snow?
The snow, yeah, snow. Snow, sand, same thing.
As you push through the snow, it goes through into a snowdrift and then hits harder, compacted ice all around.
Yeah, he just checks around the whole area.
How long do you spend doing this, Al?
Oh, he's doing this like while Oki and
okay.
Vinny are talking.
In that case, it's
so,
probably about sort of 2-3 minutes, and then you come across nothing. You can see the the tracks in the snow that are now being blown away by the blizzard fading fast, the tracks leading directly to the edge of the cliff, stumbling and moving through the snow rapidly as if unsure of the direction. And then the top of the snowdrift where it's gone off is a little bit of a dip. So to your eyes, Oki and Arl, it looks like as he was climbing up over, he overbalanced, tumbled down the other side.
And there's definitely nothing floating on the other end by bloodbending themselves in the air.
You don't see anyone flying, bloodbending themselves in the air. You don't. Yeah, I was thinking. Magneto's a good one. What was the one I was thinking of? I was thinking of Death Stranding for some strange reason. The figures, like,
Yeah,
I don't know why that came into my mind. No, you don't see Akilah like Magnetoing himself, bending the iron in his blood to hover above the snowdrift.
Standing on.
Yes.
It's not like adjacent to water or anything. Like it's
No.
literally
You
just
are
a plain
inland.
of
Yeah.
snow and
Yeah,
cliff.
it's just snow and ice for miles.
And then, okay, I think Oki, before we go, Oki's gonna go to Balto.
Akilah, she really fucking wants you dead.
I don't know why. Couldn't think
I
of
just
a
want to make
reason.
sure he's okay.
Definitely. Yeah. Hey, Balto. There aren't any holes through the ice, are there, that you can sense?
Balto does a little exploratory dig in the snow and then sits up with like a bit of snow stuck to his nose and then licks it off and looks at you.
Didn't think so.
A whole bunch that I just made.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch that I'll just made. Yeah, that's true. A hand emerges from the snow and grabs Balto and pulls him underneath. And you hear the sound of crunching as his blood sprays. No, none of that happens. No, none of that happens.
Tiny blood spears.
Yeah. The rest of the trip back to the town through the blizzard, or at least to shelter. Ahini, now that there is no reason to head back to the town, would actually try and sort of head for a bit of shelter before heading onto the temple. Ahini sort of finds a bit of shelter, a large snowdrift that's been frozen and hollowed out. She uses her waterbending to freeze and essentially create an ice igloo and gets all of you guys inside, along with the polar bear dogs as well. As they lie down and snuggle up with you guys snuggled into the polar bear dogs, it's warm, it's cozy, but for Oki, I think that coldness hasn't quite left yet, that chill.
There's probably a decent chance that as long as she wouldn't freeze herself solid, she'd probably walk back outside and just sit by the entrance.
You would freeze solid. Temperatures are plummeting quickly. And that is where we will leave the party for tonight. Akilah.
Hey.
Your tumble off the edge of the cliff, while unexpected and potentially dangerous, has provided an opportunity for escape. With a clever use of waterbending to cushion your impact with the snow at the base, slowing yourself down the edge of the cliff before refreezing the snow on top of you, has allowed you to burrow your way through the snow for safety. The cold and bitter icy wind dig through your skin, and you know that unless you find shelter soon, you will freeze to death out here. With no help for miles around, and the water tribe soon to be turned against you, you feel your only hope is to leave. Find safety elsewhere. And that is where your story ends for the moment. And that is where we're wrapping up for tonight. That is where we're going to end our session. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming and joining us. Thank you so much, Archie, for coming in as Akilah for these past couple of sessions. I definitely definitely think Akilah will need to come back at some point. That's why I felt it was important to set up that for the future. So that was when you were like, I'm escape. I was like, all right, this is gonna be fun.
he's escaping when he was going to get banished anyway.
I'm gonna say now, he would not have had fun. It would have been imprisonment followed by banishment. There would have been. Yeah, he's definitely picked the.
I was going to make small talk with Ahini on the thing about what banishment meant, but all good. So
all good. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much, Archie. Definitely keen to get Akilah back when you're keen to bring him back, and when you feel like enough time has passed that Oki will get over the over the sister arm severing. You reckon then you can.
Yeah, just wait for Mako to summon some more spirits, and then I'll come back.
Yeah, exactly. You wait for someone else to stuff up really badly and then come and join. We'll have a little bit of a talk about where Akilah would be headed next. Yeah, Mako. Yeah, exactly. Hey, we'll have a bit of a talk about where Akilah might be headed next, just so that I know where you're going to be in the world, and if they happen to be nearby, I'll let you know and we'll bring you back in, hey?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Awesome. Anytime.
See you at the air temple.
I mean, sorry. But man, I can't believe that Akilah died and there's no point going to look for him.
Yeah. And I can't believe you guys have successfully sorted the problem of Yaavu. Fantastic work, guys.
Kind of just stumbled into it like most things we do.
For podcast listeners, I gave the camera a wry look. I hope you know what that means. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for joining us, everybody. That is where we're going to wrap up things for tonight. Stay safe, stay well, and we will see you all again next time. But until then, farewell. And I will probably see you guys Saturday or Sunday. So keep an eye out. I'll chuck a notification of the stream. I might be joined by some of these guys. I might not be. Who knows? We'll have to see. It's all going to be a surprise. Until then, bye, guys. Bye. Andrew's been waving this whole time. Poor boy.
Bye.
Bye.